15 most reliable non-diesel truck engines of all time. Whether you're looking for your next used truck purchase or just appreciate legendary engineering, this list represents the absolute best of American and Japanese truck power plants that have proven themselves over millions of miles and decades of service. These aren't just engines that run well when new. These are the workhorses that keep going strong at 200,000, 300,000, and yes, even 500,000 plus miles with basic maintenance. No fancy turbos or complicated electronics here. Just rock-solid reliability that you can count on. Engine number 15, Ford F-150 4.6-liter modular V8. The 4.6-liter isn't the most powerful engine Ford ever made, but what it lacks in brute strength, it makes up for in longevity. These engines commonly see 200,000 plus miles with basic maintenance, which is nothing to sneeze at. Common issues? The plastic intake manifolds were prone to cracking on early models, and some owners reported spark plug issues, particularly the infamous spark plug blowout problem on 1997 to 2003 models. Despite these quirks, the 4.6-liter 2V deserves recognition for its overall dependability and simplicity. It's the workhorse that helped cement the F-150's reputation as America's best-selling truck for decades. Engine number 14, Nissan Titan 5.6-liter VK 56DE V8. When Nissan decided to compete with the Big Three in the full-size truck segment, they knew they needed something special. The result was this 317 horsepower, all-aluminum powerhouse that gave the Titan impressive towing capabilities and acceleration. What makes this engine reliable is its overbuilt design. The timing chain system is particularly robust, and the bottom end can handle significant abuse. The VK56DE is known for running smoothly even past 200,000 miles with minimal issues. The most common problems center around the cooling system, particularly radiator failures and occasionally timing chain tensioner issues on high-mileage examples. But overall, this engine proved that Nissan could build a truck engine worthy of competing with established American brands. Engine number 13, Nissan Frontier Terra 4.0-liter VQ 40D EV6. This engine came from Nissan's respected VQ engine family, which has powered everything from sports cars to SUVs. In truck form, this V6 delivered 261 horsepower and impressive torque for its size. What makes the VQ 40DE stand out is its robust bottom end and reliable timing chain system, especially in models after 2010 when earlier issues were addressed. These engines commonly run well beyond 200,000 miles with minimal oil consumption, a testament to their solid engineering. The main issues to watch for are timing chain noise in pre-2010 models and occasional valve cover gasket leaks. But with basic maintenance, these engines just keep running, making them popular choices for budget-minded off-roaders and work truck owners alike. Engine number 12, GMC Sierra Chevrolet Silverado 6.0-liter LQ4/LQ9 V8. These engines powered everything from 2500 series pickups to Suburbans and commercial vehicles, putting out between 300 to 345 horsepower, depending on the specific version and year. What makes these engines reliable is their simple, proven pushrod design and iron block construction. The bottom end is nearly indestructible, and the valve train components are overbuilt for heavy-duty use. Common issues include occasional intake manifold gasket leaks and fuel pressure regulator problems. Some owners report issues with the throttle position sensor, but these are generally inexpensive fixes. With proper maintenance, these 6.0-liter power plants regularly see 300,000 plus miles in hard-working conditions. Proof positive of GM's engineering prowess in the truck world. Engine number 11, Dodge Ram Trucks 5.9-liter Magnum VV8. While Dodge's Cummins diesel gets most of the attention, this gasoline V8 deserves recognition for its incredible durability. This evolution of the LA Series engine family featured 230 to 250 horsepower depending on the year. What made this engine reliable was its overbuilt cast iron construction and simple OHV design. The cylinder heads were particularly durable, and the entire valve train was designed for low-stress operation. These engines weren't without their quirks. The plenum gaskets were a common failure point, and the exhaust manifold bolts were prone to breaking. However, the core engine components were nearly bulletproof. Many of these engines are still running strong today with 250,000 plus miles. making them an excellent choice for budget-conscious truck buyers looking for reliability without the premium price of a diesel. Engine number 10, Toyota Tundra 4.7-liter 2 UZF EV8. This engine borrowed heavily from Toyota's Lexus luxury division, featuring all-aluminum construction and DOHC design with 32 valves. Despite its sophisticated design, it delivered 245 horsepower with remarkable reliability. What makes this engine special is its impeccable engineering. The timing belt is the only major maintenance item, and even that lasts 90,000 miles. These engines commonly see 300,000 plus miles with minimal issues. The most common problems are starter failures and occasional water pump issues, but nothing that threatens the engine's fundamental reliability. The 2 UZF-E helped establish Toyota as a serious contender in the full-size truck market by bringing Lexus-level engineering to a work truck platform. Engine number 9, Chevrolet GMC Trucks 5.3-liter Vortec Ecotec 3 V8. Through its various generations, Vortec and later Ecotec 3, this engine has delivered between 270 to 355 horsepower while maintaining excellent reliability. Its aluminum block design saved weight while the proven pushrod architecture kept things simple. What's remarkable about the 5.3-liter is its million-mile potential. These engines regularly exceed 300,000 miles with basic maintenance, and there are documented cases of them reaching the million-mile mark. Early versions did have issues with intake manifold gaskets and fuel pressure regulators, while later versions, 2007 plus, sometimes exhibited the infamous AFM lifter failure when cylinder deactivation components wore out. Despite these known issues, the core rotating assembly and cylinder heads remain exceptionally reliable. The 5.3-liter represents the sweet spot of GM V8 design. Powerful enough for most truck tasks while maintaining better fuel economy than larger engines. Engine number 8, Ram 2500/3500 6.4-liter Hemi V8. This engine produces an impressive 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque, giving these trucks serious capability without stepping up to diesel power. The 6.4-liter Hemi features variable cam timing, cylinder deactivation, and heavy-duty cooling systems. What earns this engine its spot on our list is how reliably it implements relatively complex technologies. The MDS cylinder deactivation system has proven remarkably durable, a stark contrast to some competitors' systems. The valve train design is robust, and the thermal management is excellent. Common issues are minor: occasional valve cover gasket leaks and exhaust manifold bolt failures. But the fundamental engine architecture is exceptionally sound, with many examples now exceeding 200,000 miles with minimal problems. For heavy-duty truck owners who don't want diesel complexity or costs, the 6.4-liter Hemi represents one of the most reliable options available. Engine number 7, Ford E-Series medium-duty 6.8-liter Triton V10. Often overshadowed by its smaller V8 siblings and power-stroke diesel options, the V10 is essentially a 5.4-liter V8 with 2 additional cylinders. Found in E-Series vans, FI-Series Super Duty trucks, and various commercial applications, this engine delivered 305 to 362 horsepower depending on the application. What makes this engine remarkable is its commercial-grade durability. While early versions, pre-2002, suffered from similar spark plug issues as the Triton V8s, later models featured improved ignition systems that proved extremely reliable. The V10's major advantage was its unstressed nature. With 10 cylinders providing power, no single cylinder had to work particularly hard. This translated to excellent longevity, with many commercial examples exceeding 300,000 miles. For heavy towing applications where diesel wasn't desirable, the V10 offered the perfect combination of power and proven reliability. Engine number 6, Chevrolet GMC Trucks 4.3-liter Vortec, a V6. Essentially a 5.7-liter VI8 with 2 cylinders lopped off. This 90-degree V6 delivered 200 to 270 horsepower, depending on the generation. What it lacked in refinement, it made up for in pure durability. Why is this engine so reliable? Because it's literally a simplified version of GM's already bulletproof small block V8. With fewer moving parts to fail and the same robust architecture, these engines commonly reach 300,000 plus miles with minimal issues. Common problems were limited to spider injector failures on earlier models and occasional intake manifold gasket leaks. Both relatively inexpensive fixes that don't threaten the engine's longevity. For truck owners who value simplicity and proven design over raw power, the 4.3-liter Vortec V6 represents one of the best values in the used truck market. Engine number 5, GM2500 HD/3500 HD-8.1-liter Vortec. Big block V8. This successor to the legendary 454 powered GM's heavy-duty trucks from 2001 to 2006, delivering 340 horsepower and a massive 455 pound-feet of torque. It was the perfect option for buyers who needed serious towing power but wanted to avoid diesel complexity. What makes the 8.1-liter special is its truck-specific heavy-duty design. Unlike some passenger car engines adapted for truck use, this big block was engineered specifically for heavy loads. The simple pushrod architecture meant fewer components to fail, and the cylinder heads featured exceptional durability. These engines aren't without fault. Fuel economy is predictably terrible, and they can experience occasional oil leaks from the rear main seal. However, the fundamental durability of the rotating assembly and valve train is exceptional, with many examples still working hard after 250,000 plus miles. For pure, unadulterated big block reliability, the 8.1-liter Vortec stands as one of GM's finest truck engines. Engine number 4, Toyota 4Runner/Tacoma 4.0-liter 1 GRFE V6. Introduced in 2002, this dual overhead cam V6 produces 236 to 270 horsepower, depending on the application and year. While not the most powerful V6 in its class, its reliability record is virtually untouchable. What makes this engine exceptional is its bulletproof timing chain design and excellent head gasket integrity. Unlike many modern engines that develop oil consumption issues, the 1GRFE maintains excellent oil control even at high mileages. The VVTi variable valve timing system has proven remarkably durable, a noteworthy achievement given that this is often a failure point on other manufacturers' engines. These engines commonly exceed 300,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance, making them the backbone of Toyota's reputation for building vehicles that run virtually forever. Engine number 3, Toyota Tacoma 3.4-liter 5VZ FEV6. Breaking into our top 3 is a true legend in the truck world. Toyota's 3.4-liter 5 VZ FEV6 that powered the Tacoma, 4Runner, and T100 from 1995 to 2004. This engine delivered a modest 190 horsepower, but power wasn't its primary virtue. Reliability was. With dual overhead cams, 24 valves, and cast iron block construction, this engine blended modern design with bulletproof durability. What makes the 3.4-liter exceptional is its tolerance for abuse. These engines routinely exceed 300,000 miles in harsh conditions with minimal issues. The timing belt is the only major maintenance item, and even that is a 90,000-mile service. Common problems are few and far between. Occasional valve cover gasket leaks and starter failures represent the majority of complaints, neither of which threatens the engine's fundamental reliability. The 3.4-liter's reputation is so sterling that these trucks command premium prices on the used market, even with high mileage, a testament to this engine's legendary status among truck enthusiasts. Engine number 2, Toyota Tundra 5.7-liter 3URFE V8. This engine produces a healthy 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet of torque. Impressive numbers that finally gave Toyota a truly competitive full-size truck engine. But what's truly remarkable is how it delivers this performance without sacrificing reliability. The 3URFE features a bulletproof bottom end that shows virtually no wear even after hundreds of thousands of miles. The cooling system is exceptionally well designed, preventing the head gasket issues that plague many high-mileage engines. Perhaps most impressively, these engines exhibit minimal common failure points. No widespread timing chain issues, no chronic oil consumption, no pattern failures of any kind. They simply run year after year with basic maintenance. With documented examples exceeding 500,000 miles with original internals, the 5.7-liter Toyota V8 represents the pinnacle of modern truck engine reliability. It's only outranked by a true legend. Engine number 1, Ford F-Series. 300 cubic inch, 4.9 liter. Inline 6. Built from 1965 to 1996, this engine powered F-Series trucks through 3 decades of American history. With a modest 150 horsepower in its final form, this wasn't about power. It was about indestructibility. What makes the Ford 300 the most reliable truck engine ever made? It starts with the inherently balanced inline 6 design featuring 7 main bearings for exceptional crankshaft support. The simple pushrod overhead valve design minimized complexity, while the cast iron construction provided unmatched durability. This engine predates complex electronic controls, variable valve timing, and other failure-prone modern technologies. Oil changes and valve adjustments were the extent of maintenance for many owners. The result? Engines that regularly exceeded 500,000 miles, and documented cases of them surpassing 1 million miles with basic maintenance. Many are still in daily service today, more than 25 years after the last one rolled off the assembly line. For pure reliability, nothing has ever surpassed the Ford 300 Inline 6, the true gold standard of truck engine durability. There you have it, folks. From modern technological marvels to simple workhorses from decades past, these engines represent the best of what automotive engineering has to offer. What's fascinating is how different manufacturers approached reliability. Toyota consistently delivered sophisticated engines that were overbuilt from the factory. American manufacturers often achieved reliability through simplicity and robust design. Footage of high-mileage trucks still in service. The takeaway here is clear. Whether you're buying new or used, choosing a truck with one of these proven power plants dramatically increases your chances of trouble-free ownership. These aren't just engines, they're investments that pay dividends through years of dependable service. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more truck content. Drop a comment below sharing your experiences with any of these engines, or let me know if you think I missed any deserving candidates. Until next time, this is Chrome Cars signing off. Keep those trucks running strong.